So it's suggested that we make 35,000 decisions every single day. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, that is a whole lot of energy that we are using to make the things that we need to do every single day simple, right? So we need to think about what can we do to make it more realistic and more sustainable. Now, you are probably like me in that knowing that there are a lot of healthy habits out there. Maybe you've started to read up on a lot of the high performers and you've noticed that there is familiarities, right? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. There are lots of similarities: mindfulness, movement, creating space for energy to come through, like eating good, eating well, the people that you surround yourself with. There are so many healthy habits. But one thing that I've noticed with my clients is this. They say to me, Elika, I know I should do this, I know I should do this, but I just don't have time, or I tried it and it just didn't work. So I know that's because we know what is already out there and what exists, and that's just knowledge. But what we're looking for are ways to implement that knowledge into small, manageable, realistic steps that we can sustain in order to have that life, that healthy life that we deserve. And so there are two ways that I've seen that really work to make sure that we can create these healthy habits and they really stay within our lives. The first way is making sure that you are super clear on why you want these healthy habits. What is it that you are trying to achieve from them? What is the big goal that you're working towards? Why is it important now, at this point in your life, that you implement these healthy habits? And don't just think about it, write it down, journal on this, really be clear on why you need to implement these healthy habits in your life. The second area is really important, is about customization. So one of the things that I've noticed is that if you don't customize what already exists to you, then it might not work for you because it was created by somebody else for them. So let me give you an example. I had a client that was like, Elika, I read up all about meditation. I know out of everything that I do, meditation should be the right thing. It will give me more clarity, improve cognitive function, I'll make better decision making. I know that I need to be more mindful and I know that meditation is the key, but I just can't do it. I've been trying and I think about the idea of sitting there and just sitting in silence and I just can't do it. I try and then I just see my mind going everywhere. So you know what I did? We worked together and we looked at what is your life like and what is a typical day. So when we planned out his typical day, what we could see in his day, that there was a moment in his day where he walked 10 minutes to his workplace from the bus station. And what that meant was he had 10 minutes every single day, or 5 days out of 7, he had 10 minutes that he could be more mindful. In that 10 minutes, he committed himself to be mindful in every single moment of that 10 minutes. So that involved walking in a mindful way, noticing every footstep that landed on the ground, noticing the sounds of birds around as he took that walk to work, noticing different flowers, different trees, noticing if there were any changes to buildings or anything in his surroundings, and more importantly, noticing when his mind was wandering away from what he can see on that walk to what's happening at work, what's happening at home, what he needs to do later in that day, and then capturing that moment and bringing himself back to the present moment and that walk to work. This is exactly the same as what he would have been trying to achieve in silence, in meditation, bringing his mind back to his breath that he was really struggling to. In this, he didn't need to create an extra 10 minutes in his day that he didn't have already. He was able to use his existing lifestyle, his existing routine, but he was able to bring in one of his important health goals because he's established already why it was important to him, and he just needed the way to customize it. So I ask you, how are you customizing every single thing that you read and everything that you learn? Now that is why so many people approach people like me as health coaches, because they know that there's a lot of information out there. My job is to work with individuals to transform huge amounts of information into small manageable pieces. So if you realize that sustaining your healthy habits, creating them and making sure that they work isn't working for you, then it's time to try something new. So I would definitely say, do reach out to me. you can see that you can either leave me a comment before, you can reach out to me on my website, 𝐓𝐫𝐿IKA.co. But I would love to hear from you generally on this topic about creating healthy habits for top performers. So leave me a comment below. Let me know, what is the healthy habit that you're trying to create? What is the struggle that you're having? And if you know somebody that could also benefit from creating healthy habits that last, then share this video with them and help to support them on their health goal. Because you and them might be also like me. You've come to realize that health is our true wealth. And if you have, and you want support on this journey, I would love to hold you accountable and support you on the journey to health. So do make sure you also subscribe to this channel. Take care.